Welcome to the Beaufort International Film Festival. I'm with VW Scheich, director of the beautiful film, Wallenda.
Oh, thanks.
A project that you were literally born to. Tell me about it.
Yeah, Wallenda is the story about Carl Wallenda's first job in the circus world. He starts off as a small boy and how he gets introduced to walking on the high wire by Louis Weitzman as the character in the film. So it's a kind of autobiographical, it's a true story about his adventures in high wire. And being born into it is that my parents were high wire performers. My dad rode the motorcycle on a high wire and my mother was underneath on a trapeze. And they would put high wire between buildings and cities, and they would go back and forth and do that whole thing. Do you ride a motorcycle?
I wrecked it. So, yeah.
There you go.
In the post-film Q&A, which was really funny, you mentioned that you were raised in the circus, and your wife Lynn said, "Well, that explains a lot."
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you actually were born on the day that Carl Wallenda died.
Yeah, he fell and died. His last performance was in Puerto Rico on March 22nd, 1978, and that's the day that I was born. So we were,
And there's a relationship with the Wallendas.
Yeah, my cousin married Tino Wallenda, and that's Carl's grandson. And he is now still performing with his family. There are 8 generations of performing the Wallendas. And I think his nephew is Nick Wallenda, who just walked across Niagara Falls earlier in 2012. And they're planning to do the Grand Canyon Walk coming up. So it's very exciting. If you like heights,
yeah,
I think you do. You should come out to the Grand Canyon.
Gravity is the one law you can't break.
Right.
Tell us about how you made the film. It's got an incredible look to it, and it's all CG.
Yeah, we filmed the whole thing on a green screen stage like this, and if you can see this. And essentially what we did was we had the actors perform all the stunts. One of my cousins is Sonny Tipton. He's marrying my cousin. He is a stunt coordinator, worked on a bunch of feature films like Big Fish, for instance. And just great, we were able to rig this huge green screen set, and all the actors worked together for 5 days. And then for the next 3 years, we worked. Yes, short film, long story. For the next 3 years, we worked with students all over LA, different schools coming out and interning on this project. And we learned how to do all the compositing, all the CG backgrounds, everything from scratch. And then the compositing took place then. So
you told the story about you almost lost the film.
Yeah, there was a horrible hard drive incident where I had once.
Horrible hard drive incidents. Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you back up the
hard drives are bad.
If you back up the hard drive, you're fine. But if you don't, it will essentially die. But it caught on fire and plugged into the wrong place, and I had to do this whole thing to save it off of. It was quite difficult.
But you made it.
We made it every step of the way. Nothing was easy. Everything that could go wrong. I'm surprised it's not falling over right now. That would be kind of
burst into flames. What's next?
We're working on a feature film called About. We just did the casting, and it's little slices of life that make you feel for each character. And ultimately, we're going to string them all together, and it'll make you think a little bit about life and kind of what it's all about.
How's the BIFF experience been so far?
Amazing. This festival is unbelievable. We were at 11:15 screening on a Thursday, and the place was packed.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, of all things, the place was packed. You think people would be running out for last-minute roses and stuff, but no, they were all here. It was a wonderful crowd audience. It was almost unbelievable, and the theater was beautiful, and the marketing all over town. There's posters of the festival, well marketed. It's really been great, and the hospitality and people are just amazing. So we love it.
Come back.
I hope to.
Okay.
Thanks so much for having us.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.